Hello YouTube, Mike Barnes here, and I'm going to go through the scale fingerings for the CAGED system. And the CAGED system is a real convenient way of bringing the neck together and understanding your fingerboard and linking all your scale fingerings together. So what that entails is playing through these basic chord forms that we learned first, which would be C, A. Some people might play like with 3 fingers. A G, and you might play that with a 4-finger G instead of a 3-finger G. E and D. So those fingerings again: C, A, G, E, and D. So if we link the fingerboard together in those chord forms, we have C here. We move up to an A form, but at the 3rd fret, which gives us a C chord. Then you take a G form, move it up to the 5th fret, where you're barring with your index finger. That gives you a G form C chord. Then you take the E form down here, kind of re-finger it where you have a bar behind it, move it all the way up to the 8th fret, and you have an E form C chord. Last but not least is D. If we take that D shape, re-finger it with our 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers, freeing up our index finger, and we move that all the way up to the 10th fret, and that gives us a C, but it's a D form C chord, right? So you have C, A, G, E, and D. Now, one thing you can do with this D shape is move that high E string fretted note to the low E string, and then you get an inversion of a C chord. That gives you the first inversion with the 3rd in the bass. E is the 3rd of C. C, D, E, right? So the fingerings that go with that, the scale fingerings, if you play an open C, you have this fingering right here. You start with low E. That's usually the fingering we learn first to start reading music for guitar. That's first position. And your position number refers to where your first finger hovers. Now you'll see my first finger when I play this scale. It's kind of assigned to that 1st fret. So there's your C form. Next we have an A form. We're going to start this one with our middle finger on the G. So this form goes like this. Set your middle finger, index, middle, little finger, index, middle, index, ring, little. Now you shift up, index, ring, little, index, ring, right? So let me do that again. And there's your root note. There's your root of the C, but that's an A form C chord. Now the next one is a G form, right? We're going to start that with our index finger on the A. A, B, C. There's your root with your little finger, right? And there's your G form. Now I'm playing a abbreviated G form. You can do it with just your ring finger there too. Kind of like a Wind Cries Mary thing. So the full form would be, you putting your little finger on the high E string and your ring finger on the low E string. So once again, that's... The next form is an E form. And of course, the E form is your standard bar chord shape that we all know and love. So we're going to start with the 7th scale degree below that with your index finger. So that's the B, then you go to the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. And that's the E form right there. And then the last form here is the D shape or D form. And like we said before, we can take that high E or on the 1st string and we'll move it down to the 6th string. Then you have an inversion of that chord, but it's still kind of a D shape. And then the fingering there starts with your index finger, index, ring, little finger, index, ring. Now you slide down to the 9th fret for that B right there. Of course, that root note's on the 4th string now. That's C, right? And then if you move up again to the 12th fret, you've got a mirror image of what you played open. And that you're substituting those fretted notes, or for those open notes for those fretted notes. So that's going to be your index finger where those open notes were. So that fingering goes like this: index, middle finger, little finger, index, ring. And your little finger winds up on that C right there. And there's your C, kind of a bar chord shape. If you bar your first finger, you get the high E in there. Right. But basically a C shape. So there's your caged fingerings. You got C, A, G, E, D, back to C again, right? And all the scale fingerings that coincide with those chord fingerings, right? So I hope that helps you out, and I will see you next time. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I appreciate you watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.